A new pickup truck in the United States is a big deal. 8 years after its last major overhaul, Chevrolet is gearing up to launch a new generation of its full-size Silverado for 2027. The Silverado will retain its muscular styling. Spy photos and patent images show an evolution of the squared-off face worn by the fourth-generation model, along with traditional pickup proportions. While the exterior styling hews closely to the Silverado's current blocky look, the cabin will be modernized with even larger displays than the 13.4-inch touchscreen available in the current truck. Not only is the Silverado Chevrolet's top-selling model, it's also the second best-selling vehicle in the entire country, moving a whopping 577,434 units in 2025. While that total includes the bigger Silverado HD, which gets updated on a slightly different schedule than the light-duty truck we're discussing here, the Silverado 1500 accounted for 363,909 sales last year, still putting it in the top 5 best-selling vehicles nationwide.
Full-size trucks are incredibly profitable for General Motors, and with the automaker investing $888 million in the Tonawanda propulsion plant for the production of a next-generation V8, the Silverado needs to continue to print money for Chevy to help recoup those costs. But the big news is the introduction of a new small block V8 engine. The current 5.3-liter 8-cylinder will be retired, replaced by a new unit. Reports suggest that the next generation small block V8 will come in 2 sizes, 5.7 and 6.6 liters. The latter is destined for performance cars such as the Corvette, while the Silverado will employ the new 5.7-liter engine. The new 5.7-liter V8 may see a slight power increase over the 5.3 liters 355 ponies, but the main focus is on improved fuel economy, with rumors suggesting 6% greater efficiency than the outgoing V8 engines. It's unclear if GM will offer a version of the 5.7-liter tuned for higher output to replace the current truck's 420 horsepower 6.2-liter V8, or if it will also slot a version of the new 6.6-liter into the pickup. It's also possible that the 5.7-liter will effectively serve as a replacement for the 6.2-liter, and that a lower output V8 option will no longer be available. The Silverado should continue to come with rear or four-wheel drive, and versions of the current 8-speed automatic used for the 2.7-liter and the 10-speed auto used with the other engines will likely carry over. When we drove a fully loaded model, we were impressed with what we saw inside. That truck features a fixed glass roof, black and white two-tone leather upholstery with red piping, and about the same passenger space as a regular Silverado crew cab pickup truck. The work truck models are far more Spartan. However, their use cases as work trucks require fewer creature comforts, and the easy-to-clean cabin dressings are a welcome feature for tradesmen. Rather than a console-mounted shifter, Chevy's designers have opted for a column-mounted stock, which creates space for a massive storage bin between the dashboard and middle armrest. Speaking of space, the Silverado's cabin is generously sized, and adults should have no trouble finding a comfortable spot in either row of seats. All models come with an 11.0-inch digital gauge cluster and a massive 17.7-inch center touchscreen. The infotainment system uses Google-based software and can be reconfigured to the driver's preferences. Unfortunately, Chevy doesn't offer Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You'll also be limited to native navigation on the LT and Trail Boss, but at least it's Google Maps. Thankfully, climate controls remain simple analog knobs mounted in a slim panel on the lower part of the dashboard for easy access. Sirius XM satellite radio and an onboard Wi-Fi hotspot come standard. Although Chevy claims the 2027 Silverado has a more refined ride, that must be mostly down to tuning, as the suspension design is essentially the same as in 2026. It remains a body-on-frame truck with an independent front axle on coil springs and leaf springs in the rear, including on the High Country and ZR2 trims. The ZR2 updates do include a 2.0-inch lift that makes it 1 inch taller than 2026, as well as standard 35-inch mud terrain tires and the addition of jounce dampers, also known as bump shocks, to aid the standard Multimatic DSSV dampers at harsh upper travel limits. It's a great feature to have when off-roading at speed, as it not only helps keep you in control, but can also smooth out the impacts from sudden harsh bumps. Front and rear electronic lockers have returned for the 2027 model year ZR2. Also returning is an updated version of the AEV Bison Edition, complete with 18-inch beadlock-capable wheels and skid plates for underbody protection. The Silverado comes with a long list of safety features, including front and rear automated emergency braking and the safety alert seat. Standard adaptive cruise control is included on all Silverados, and GM's hands-free Super Cruise system is available on the LT and standard on Trail Boss trims. The 2027 Silverado should go on sale by the end of this year. The base WT trim will likely start at around $40,000, while the more comfort-focused LT Crew Cab models should start at around $50,000. And luxury trims like the High Country are expected to command prices north of $65,000.